During the dark times of World War II, when the world teetered on the brink of chaos, there were stories hidden in the shadows, stories of unimaginable cruelty and suffering. One of the most harrowing chapters of this period was the Nazi experimentation conducted on prisoners in concentration camps. These experiments, driven by a grotesque blend of pseudoscience and ideology, strip away the humanity of those who were already dehumanized. Let us begin with the setting. The vast network of Nazi concentration camps spread across Europe became dread laboratories where these experiments took place. These camps, filled with individuals stripped of their freedom and their dignity, became breeding grounds for unethical science. Prisoners, already enduring horrific conditions, were subjected to experiments that defied moral boundaries. The figures behind these experiments were not just soldiers, but doctors, men sworn to heal, not harm. Among them was Joseph Mengele, infamously known as the Angel of Death. At Auschwitz, Mengele conducted some of the most inhumane research. He was particularly interested in twins, subjected to unimaginably cruel procedures to unveil secrets he believed lay in genetics. Injecting dyes into children's eyes in attempts to alter their color, or performing surgeries without anesthetics, were just some of his horrific acts. Another grim aspect of Nazi experimentation was the quest for medical advancements for the German military. Experiments on hypothermia, conducted primarily in Dachau, aimed to simulate the conditions soldiers experienced on the Eastern Front. Prisoners were immersed in icy waters, sometimes for hours, to study the human body's limits in extreme cold. The findings, though obtained through monstrous means, were intended to develop strategies for rescuing downed pilots or shipwrecked sailors from freezing waters. The brutality extended into the realm of chemical and biological warfare. At Ravensbrück, women were subjected to experiments involving sulfonamide drugs used in attempts to combat infections in battlefield wounds. These procedures inflicted agony as the subjects endured deliberate cuts and infections, all to observe the drug's effectiveness. The prisoners were left with lasting disabilities if they survived at all. The legacy of these experiments is a complicated one. While some scientific insights were gained, they came at an incalculable human cost and are overshadowed by the severe ethical violations. Today, these events serve as a stark reminder of the potential for science to be distorted by ideology and stripped of its ethical framework. In the aftermath of World War II, during the Nuremberg trials, several Nazi doctors were brought to justice for their crimes against humanity. These trials were instrumental in the development of the Nuremberg Code, a set of research ethics principles for human experimentation. This code emphasizes the necessity of voluntary consent and the requirement to avoid unnecessary harm. The horrors of Nazi experimentation stand as a grim testament to the depths of human cruelty. They remind us of the essential balance between scientific pursuit and ethical responsibility. As we remember these atrocities, we must ensure that the lessons of the past are never forgotten. If you found this video informative, please don't forget to subscribe to our channel for more insights into history's hidden stories.